Hello, hello, everyone. I am so excited to have all of you here with us today at Girl Scouts Carolina's Peaks to Piedmont Council. My name is Crystal Taylor. I am a Troop Experience Manager with our Girl Scout Council, and we are located in 40 counties in Western North Carolina, Central and Western North Carolina. And we're so excited today to come to you all on Facebook Live to talk about today's tips. And I've been personally hearing from a lot of our Girl Scout troop leaders about what activities can you do with your Girl Scout troop in person. Virtual is great, but we are all itching to be in person, to do activities together, and still do those summer fun trips that you all want to experience despite what's going on in our world right now with the pandemic. So today I wanted to jump online with everyone and give you some of my best ideas that I've seen out there and share them with you all, as well as give you an opportunity to share what you have done with your girls in person to stay safe, but also to give your girls a quality experience in Girl Scouts. So as we're going along, please feel free to add anything in the comments that you are experiencing or any questions you may have as I'm sharing some ideas with you today. So go ahead, let's get started. I know Natalie is with us. Natalie is in the chat log as well, monitoring your questions and giving you anything you may need as we're going along. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with all of you so you can see what we're doing today. All right, so let's go ahead with our session. So talking about pandemic in-person activities is where we're going today. So let's have this conversation. So some field trip ideas for you to consider. First and foremost, anything outdoors is always a great suggestion for you. Because when you're outdoors, you have the ability to spread out, have more space between each of you, being socially distant and things of that sort. So some things to think about for field trip ideas. One, horseback riding. Because of course you're not going to be multiple people on a horse when you're horseback riding. It's a great activity that some girls may not already be able to experience. So you can provide that for your girls. Using a facility that makes sure that each girl is using their own horse, that they have all of these safety standards in place, making sure they're sanitizing any equipment as the girls are completing their opportunity there with horseback riding. Hiking is a good one. A lot of you already do hiking, but make sure you just don't forget that that's a great opportunity and to explore some different state parks, national parks, any parks, to change it up for that hiking. Maybe to make it something new and adventurous for your girls this summer, that you try to go to a hiking trail that's further away that maybe your girls aren't already experiencing. Or make it a goal to visit the different waterfalls or different scenic routes that are on these hiking trips. I am one who loves to go and chase waterfalls, and I put it on my bucket list that I wanted to see every waterfall that's in North Carolina. So maybe you want to do that adventure where it's not just hiking at your local park that you have, but you're taking an adventurous day trip somewhere else that's further away that your girls may not have already experienced. Someone the other day suggested tennis or golf. It's very much a sport where you don't have to be close to each other to play. I learned how to play tennis in college and I was like, wow, this is pretty fun. So sign your girls up for some different sporting activities that is something they can do without being close to each other, a new skill for the girls to learn and things of that sort. Water tubing. For those of you who don't like to be very exertive in your fun activities, water tubing is for me just a very relaxing, soothing thing to do. Again, you're exploring all of the nature opportunities that are out in our state or any other state that you may consider, where you can just go use an outfitter that is following all of Girl Scout safety activity checkpoints, but the girls can hop in to their water tube, enjoy nature, chit chat with each other while being in the refreshing river. A private art session is something that I have seen a lot of girls take advantage of. There are a lot of art studios who allow you to book sessions where it's 6, 8 girls who are in that session. The girls can work on their art badges while they're there, or maybe it's a fun activity just for them to do some different art activities with the studio, the professionals there to teach those things. And a lot of our art studios are, again, following the safety standards, making sure the girls have their own equipment, the girls are seated far enough apart, and consider all of that. Community service. There are so many great opportunities to do community service while still being safe. There's always the litter pickup. But most recently, one troop leader shared with me that they formed a parade, a Girl Scout parade around a retirement home so that they could go outside the facility. They're not going inside, but they're parading. The girls are wearing different outfits. They're creating posters. They are chanting things, and the residents of this community are inside at their windows, knowing that the parade is going to start, and the girls are just going around the building and having some interaction for those residents, as well as I've heard people do different window decorations to put on those windows at the retirement centers and such, or the nursing homes. So those are some community service opportunities that aren't your ordinary litter pickup or putting items together, but making sure we support the least served of our community right now, engaging with them and doing some service opportunities that is fun for everyone. As well as the last one I got here is stand-up paddleboarding, another outdoor activity. Again, every girl's on their own paddleboard. They're out in nature, they're being distant. Most of our outfitters are following our safety standards, making sure all the equipment is prepared and sanitized for the participants. So there's a lot of different things such as that you can consider. And there's lots of other ideas you can take in consideration for field trip ideas. Outdoors is always the safest bet, but there are some inside activities if you talk to different places and see if you can schedule a private session, a private tour, a private workshop for just your girls. A lot of our community partners are more than willing to make sure that they're following all of the safety standards so that all of your family members are comfortable with the activity. So there's some field trip ideas. From here, let's dive into a little bit more creativity of some things as well that I've seen. One of them being a drive-in movie party. So with the drive-in movie party, what I've seen people do is doing the same concept of in a backyard, or maybe your church allows you to use their outdoor space or wherever your troop meeting facility is. And you have each girl, each family to design and build their own cardboard car. So that's something the families can do on their own ahead of time, designing a car for the girls to bring to this drive-in movie party. If you have a projector, or maybe someone in your family or network has a projector and a screen, you can play a movie that night. Each girl can have their own individual snacks, whether that's the troop funding those individual snacks or the girls providing their own, depending where you are financially with your troop. If you have the funds because you didn't get to do your end of your party, then you can use those funds to provide the girls with the materials to decorate their cardboard car, providing them the snacks and things of that sort. So you play a movie and maybe you have some intermission in there, or you have an activity at the start of it till it gets dark enough, or things of that sort, up to you. But you can play a movie of your choice and then have the girls do some things in those breaks that you're having where you have karaoke. So you have, instead of even doing the movie, maybe karaoke is a theme for the whole event, but they're still bringing their own little cardboard cars for the karaoke party. The girls are coming up and singing their song that comes up on the karaoke, or a talent show where the girls can prepare their talent ahead of time and showcase that to her other Girl Scout friends. Or a game show. So there's Jeopardy, there's Family Feud, there's a lot of different game show things that you can find content on the internet to do with your girls, or you can be creative on how you want to do your game show. And use this opportunity while you're doing this drive-in of whatever sort you decide to do to engage your girls, keep them socially distant, but still have a time to come together, have fun, and take advantage of an in-person activity. Another one that I have seen some people do is a bring your own pool party where each girl has their own kiddie pool. So again, it's up to you as a troop leader where your finances stand. If you want to purchase that pool for each girl and then they take it home with them to have a pool at their home to play with. But you can get a little pool. It depends on you how nice this pool is, or if it's just one of those Dollar General pools that each girl has. And you just put those out in a big circle, or you can put them out in whatever shape you want to go with that. So that's where you have bring your own pool party. And the girls can provide their individual snacks, or the troop can provide the individual snacks. You can sit those outside of their pool so they can get to it as they need to. And then you can add in toys and games and other things as you think of. Something creative you can think about is there's a lot of relay races that you usually do when you're doing pool parties, and the girls can still do those in their individual lanes. So I remember my favorite thing that I like to do is where you give them a cup and you put holes in it, and you go to the end of the relay race lane. You get the water from the bucket into your hole that's cups, and you're trying to bring as much water and put it into an empty bucket. So you can see who can get to that line the quickest with the most water, knowing that they have to hurry because there's holes in their cup. So there's lots of games like that that you can consider. Or you can see who can splash the biggest while they're in their individual pools, and all sorts of things. So giving them a chance to interact, or maybe you give them devices to see who can throw water at each other, things like that. But bring your own pool party is another idea I saw someone else share, and I'd like to share it with you all. And then my last idea that I have for you is a picnic. I know I love picnics. Most people do love picnics, but this is an opportunity for you can have each family or girl have their own picnic cloth. So then again, it'll create that area around the girl to be in her 6-foot space. And then you can have, if the family's participating with the girl, because you're having a family end of year picnic, is that maybe they come up with a theme for their picnic area, and you can have them all showcase their different themes, see who has the best theme for their families. They can bring their own food, or again, you can provide each girl or family their individual food, depending on where your funding is. And then again, providing a variety of activities while you're picnicking. So the relay races that you can do, if it's a family affair, then the families can be a team for the relay race, and you can still do your 3-legged race, your potato sack race, your ring toss, all of those kind of relay games that you would usually do, and have the families together, or have it where they're doing the relay race and each individual girl is there being distant from each other. I'm a fan of food, so eating contest is another idea you can consider, where you can provide the girls different things that they can see who can eat the most of. Or maybe you're looking at some of the minute to win it ideas where you're still doing them individually. I've seen the one where the girls put the cookie on their face and they try to get the cookie from their forehead to their mouth without dropping the cookie. So there's an idea again, they're still together in person, they're on their own picnic area cloth, and they're still playing different games. I've seen the one where you can do lots of different things. So look up minute to win it ideas and put that in there as part of the activities for your picnic. Or a fashion show where the girls, maybe they come in with a fashion show with their idea for their outfit and they're putting that there. Or you can put the fashion show on the drive-in movie idea, but a fashion show is always fun. The girls have their own clothes that they brought for the fashion show. You can provide them an area to change as you're going from different theme to theme. But you can get very creative here. Again, the picnic idea, knowing that you'll have them on their own blanket, helping them be socially distant. So here's just 3 unique ideas that I have for you all. And I would love to hear from you. What are some ideas you may have for your girls with this? So hopefully this was very helpful to all of you to hear some other ideas on how to get your girls in person doing fun activities besides those things that you usually would do. So we've listed lots of outdoor field trips, places you can go, but we've talked about the drive-in movie with the cardboard cards. We've talked about the bring your own pool party, and then a picnic. So 3 ideas that I've seen circulating around in very small circles on the internet, but I want to make bring it all to you to make your lives a little bit easier as you're going through. So if you have any other ideas, suggestions, thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, or anything in between, feel free to put those in the comment log. We would love to help and support you in being creative and making sure your girls still have engaging, fun activities to do while we're in this pandemic. We're in this together and we're here for you. So thank you again. If you are out there and you are not a Girl Scout and want to get in on this action, feel free to find us at www.beagirlscout.org or give us a call. Natalie's dropping all that information in the chat log for you. Thank you again for joining us today for today's tips. Look forward to seeing you all again. Bye.